In a fantastic place. I do like the maps to them though. Train and Mirage, these are classic SK maps. I'm sure they'll be delivering here. This is fnatic's pick going into it. It's a map we have cast them a couple of times online, so they do play this one. Let's see whether they can step up to the likes of SK Gaming. Let's get into it. It will be fnatic starting on the T side here. 5 sets of armor. So that suggests something very simplistic coming in here. Looks like a main and pop dog split. This will be waiting for a time. Call it together. Face at the same time. And we'll see what happens. On the other side though, Smoke and Diffuse get for Fallen. The rest of his teammates on armor. And like I said, they'll probably be waiting for a set time. You have got Venton towards Ivy as well. Trying to show his hand towards that area. Actually gets a headshot towards the initial player there. And fnatic opens things up. Bomb drops as well. Taco finding kills all over the place.
Shots everywhere from fnatic. Twist now. Last alive. 1 versus 4. fnatic again. 4 kills for him in the round with the USPS. And denied already. fnatic any entry, any bomb plant. We're going to have to see a 3-round spread potentially for SK. If they do buy in with some PT50s, we know that there's potential. Tech9s as well. And we know specifically the Tech9 and Olaf and Dennis can be pretty threatening.
Now they've got a 4 and 3. You can see them actually not having to commit at this point. Terrorists have lots of time. 50 seconds on the clock. Don't really need to push in and lose a frag. Set themselves up for an outside push, but it looks like they actually made their way out of A main now. Dennis leading the charges, silent as ever. His teammates showing distraction towards Ivy as well. They could have a great position here to do something with this. Up at fnatic to detect it, which is going to be a very difficult task, all things considered.
Well, I'm going to go down as well. Taco fallen by Olaf. Cold does pull it back, so this does give them a chance. 2 versus 3, but Twist hits the shot against fnatic. No chance for fnatic to hit the headshot immediately with the M4, and now things get harder for Cold. Goes toward Old Train. Twist not exactly looking in this position, but now he's considering it. His teammates have covered off every other possibility, so he's got to be this way. Baits out the shoulder shot. That does give Cold the chance to trick down his opponent in the end, but Olaf just waits from far, sprays down, Cold falls.
Well, there it is. Olaf Meister picking out 3 kills overall. A very good round there for fnatic. I guess at that point, like I said, it's Fur maybe being a little bit audacious there towards the inside side. It's an interesting idea to push that position. It's very unorthodox. No one's really ever done
through. Dennis is going to wait for them to push it, but the flash is perfect. He looks away. He's taken down. No chance to catch them pushing through. Taco will climb the ladder into the control room above as well, and no flank coming in. They all want to go through connector. Now, the smoke didn't go there, as you suggested. However, bomb's already planted, and they're set and ready with crossfires. A boost for Lekro. Won't find Fur at the bottom of the ladder. He'll be able to bait for his teammate above as well. And they're just trying to use shoulder baits right now to get some shots, to get some information. It's a team shot from Venton. He gets confused. Fur, he's going to find all 3. And Taco capitalizes. Thank you for telegraphing where your teammate was.
and doing a lot of damage as well. You know, that's a bit of a nightmare situation there. It was SK that picked up the first half pistol as well, very convincingly. This one's no different. What a nice execution. So Smokes on the 5 and 6 tracks there at that point. That's a takeaway vision from any players playing defensively towards Ivy, the backtrack.
Catwalk that at the cross set. Taco gone. Down towards CT, and Cold still inside that ladder room. Trying to do what damage he can. That's going to make enough noise that Twist knows exactly where he is. Olaf on 1 HP, and all of this has to kind of sit by and just wait for this to end, because he can't afford to do anything against it if he wants to keep the AK up and build the money forward. Cold's really just dragging this out as long as possible. The flames shuffle him up the ladder, and he's still not going to peek.
Well, he has got head armor at this point. He's trying to stay alive. Looks like they know exactly where he is, and there it is. Twist will get the final shot there. And fnatic actually taking quite a considerable lead now. It's going to be 5-3. Money won't be fantastic for the CTs overall. They invested a little bit into that round. We'll see whether they can bring the orbs out. I'm unable to check for you as of yet. It's going to be the shot there of fnatic looking for...
Let's get the moves. See him on the dance floor at the after party. Fallen's going to make sure he may not be there. Twist goes down, but nice shot from Dennis. Doubly so, takes down Taco as well. He's definitely got the moves. And Cold's still in this. He's trying to be clever, but he's found out by Dennis, who's now got a hat trick. Bomb going to go down in his hands, and it's a 2 versus 2. AK for Fur, but no armor. And a UMP for fnatic does have armor, but no kit on either of them. So Fur's got to basically hit a first shot on the way through with the aim punch. A factor does spot Dennis up, but he's not going to take the fight. Doesn't need to. He's got the information. That's good enough for them to play off of with time in their favor. And Lekro's going to try and get himself in a better position, but Dennis is up to 4. And Fur, they know where he is on catwalk. Flash goes out. He's able to dodge that. Dennis not in a position to peek just yet. Second flash also dodged, and it's Lekro to rob him. Either way, they win the round.
Dennis in form is such a scary prospect there. It looked like Fallen had tied the round up. He finds 3.
Round is going to make it back to a 3 versus 3, but only for a second. As Dennis falls, bomb's not made it in. It's stuck outside a connector, and Lekro on low HP is the one holding it 9. But he wins the duel against fnatic, who didn't know his position was there. It gives him a little bit of space to get inside, and that kill from Venton, who's now up to 3 in the round, has made it possible for Lekro to start to get toward the site. Cold still has potential to cut him off. They don't have the smokes. He's in the open now. Cold doesn't go for the peek. Almost does. That could have been a huge problem, because then Venton's got to come out from Firebox. Cold's got a face now. He's got to be the aggressor. Molotov's going to be slightly late to capitalize, and a nade does minor damage onto him. He's at 55, and Lekro's got it. 9 HP. He picks up 2.
How's Lekro getting away with this? He just had one bullet. That would have taken him down there. It was a real brawl on the A side. You could see the execution there from fnatic, though. This is like a really interesting style when you throw all the smokes and you're going in before they even bloom. The idea is you're trying to catch the CTs and rotations with nades in their hands. They get the initial kills there towards Shadow as well, but after some questionable pushes from the smokes with the team.
To some extent, but like you said, they are pretty composed. They've got experience. They know they have the skill. It's just a matter of pulling it out at the right times. Dennis is going to start this off, though, in favor of fnatic, which is pretty big when you consider the scoreline right now and the fact that they're starting out on the CT side in this half. And Olaf followed up on Taco. They're going to get a bomb out of this. But it's 5 men on the retake, and there is a kit still in play on Venton. Furret corner anticipates a flash coming through a little bit sooner than it does. Does have his vision back in time, but all 3 players around the corner. Dennis gets the shot. Cold's only able to pick up 1, but his swing back in gets behind them, but only for a moment. Just picks up 1. Dennis is there, and it's going to be the defuse and the pistol round to fnatic.
Well, there it is. It's going to be SK with a little ruse there towards the A site. Dennis deals with them pretty swiftly. He actually funnels them back towards the A site, and Dennis coming into that B retake gets 4 kills. Renowned as one of the best pistol players in the game right now, especially.